Hello. Very good evening, everyone. Welcome to Global Markets US Market Technical Analysis webinar. Okay, I am Ying here, and today I have Xiong with me. Okay, then we will be looking through US equities, indices, and also some of the stocks that we can look for some options trading. Okay, so you can put your questions in the Q&A section. Okay, so this webinar, right? We are trying out something new. So for the next 3 weeks, okay, 3 consecutive weeks, we will be looking at technical analysis on US market. All right. So it will be a live. Basically, I will just draw live for everyone. Okay. So now the market is running. Okay. So we will look at the longer horizon first. Then we will zoom into intraday. Okay. So before I start this webinar, right? Also another thing to note. Okay. Later we have this survey form. Give us your feedback. Okay. Because in November we're going to start this 1 month series. Okay. 4 sessions. Okay, every week for a month. Then in the webinar itself, we will include educational content to share with everyone. Okay, so we will go through maybe basics, technical analysis, how you can draw your chart, how can you look at price action. Okay, for the maybe like the first portion of the webinar. The second portion, we will be going into the charts itself to show you how you can determine your levels or price. Okay. So with that, before I kick off to the charts, right? Can I just do a very simple poll? Okay, I just want to see how many of you are like day traders, intraday traders, swing traders, or long-term investors. All right. The poll, I think you can see, right, is on the screen now. Okay, then just give us like what type of trader you are, basically. Okay. I will give you maybe like 15 seconds. Okay, should be enough lah. Okay, because with this poll, right, what we're going to do is we want to see what the demographic. So in terms of how we share our educational content, we can cater to see how we want to give you in bite sizes lah. Okay, so easier for you to absorb also. Okay, because TA itself, it really requires a lot of time on the chart itself. Okay, but there's ways to really make it simpler. All right, so you can see price action from another point of view. All right. Okay, then with that, okay, we will start the webinar. Okay, so the table of content, US indices, okay, but I will add in gold and oil as well, US oil. All right, then we will have basically live TA on stocks. All right, so you have any counters, we won't look at everything, okay, but you have any questions on technical analysis and also on counters, you can put in a Q&A, okay, we will look through later, okay, then we will have the Q&A session. Okay, so with that, okay, I'll jump straight into the charts. Okay, so the first chart you are seeing here will be Dow Jones. Okay, so Dow Jones, I mean, for maybe from since late last year, okay, October onwards, Dow Jones has been running on, I would say is, okay, I need to say first, very long term, right, it's still uptrend, okay, technically, okay, because we have this area of low, okay, we have this area of low, right, price managed to break the high, okay, to create a higher high and subsequently higher lows. Okay, we are still seeing higher highs with higher lows. Okay, so I mean, you cannot just take it as because this current leg down, right, is bearish. Okay, then it's just going to start slamming all the way. No, yeah, you don't see it that way. Okay, but of course, near term wise, yes, it's bearish. Okay, they just broke away from their support level. Okay, currently, I mean, if you look at it on the daily time frame, right, this is D1. Okay, we have price that just broke away from their demand level. Okay, it tapped into it in July, created a level at 35,600, and currently it's just testing on this 33,600. Okay, so where I'm seeing this Dow Jones going, right? First resistance, immediate area that they will reject probably will be at 34,155. Okay. Currently they just tapped into this area yesterday. Okay, today market just opened 15 minutes. Okay, sorry, 19 minutes. All right. We are still seeing bearish candle printing. Okay, so no signs of rejection yet. So this level itself, unless they can close back as a bull candle, right? We should see the wick closing off in the bear side. All right, bearish lah, basically. Okay, so the next level that really have to the price really have to hold is 32,800. Okay, otherwise we might see even more downside from Dow Jones. Okay, but this current level very delicate. If price cannot push back up, it will come down. Even can push back up, cannot clear 34,155, it will still come back down basically. All right, so near term wise, just take note of this price action itself. Okay, the next one we will look into NASDAQ. Okay, so same thing. Looking on the daily chart, very, very long term, technically uptrend still intact lah. Even though they haven't made a new higher high, same story as Dow Jones also. They haven't made a higher high, but technically this guy here, right, is still a higher low. Okay, if you're looking on this chart itself, like you're looking at this horizon, very long, right, it will still be looking like an uptrend. Okay, you can have that trend line, right, basically they are still very far away from breaking it. Okay, but if we are just looking at the near term, is almost the same as Dow Jones. Okay, recently, I mean now, okay, they are tapping into their delicate level. Okay, at 14,400, 14,600 level. Basically now it's just sitting on it. Okay, this zone might be slightly wider. Okay, so we have to see how price action is going to move from here. We might see a rejection. Okay, but just take note, because the last leg here was a lower high. Okay, and currently we have a new lower low compared to this low here. Okay, so with this, if you want to talk into, if you want to look into patterns, like candlestick patterns, right, basically this might be forming a double top, right? But I mean, without looking at the pattern, I think you'll be able to tell that this is a higher high and a higher low. Okay, so if price cannot sustain itself above this 14,300 area, right, it's the same thing lah. It will just start to come lower. Okay, where will they hit into? Probably 13,130 ever. Okay, so just take note lah. Even if they can reject upwards, right, the nearest level they might have rejection is 15,000. Okay, so just take note of this area itself. Currently is at a very delicate level. So let's see how price is going to move from here. Next one, S&P 500. Same thing lah. Okay, I'm just going to draw the same. Price just broke recently, okay, away, but currently is sitting on this 4,267. Okay, same story. We have a higher, we got a high, we have a lower high, we have a low with a lower low currently. Okay, so near term bearish. Okay, near term, okay lah, it's probably like a 1 to 3 months. Okay, like a swing lah. Basically, if you are doing swing, right, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, basically we are looking at a movement where any rejection towards the top, right, will basically be rejected downwards. Okay, for S&P 4,060. Okay, so any movement outwards, they need to break above a 4,340. Okay, basically try to hold above lah. Okay, but holding above itself doesn't mean you straight long. Okay, because like I explained already, you are still having this. Wait, let me draw a. Wait, let me just change this to a line. Yeah, you see, we are still having a downtrend. Okay, technically a high, lower high, lower high with lower lows. Okay, so any rejection of, they might still be coming lower until they can start breaking above 4,500 again. Okay, then maybe we might be seeing higher. Otherwise, this level itself is just going to get broken. Okay, so with that, I will go into gold. Okay, hang on. Let me just remove the drawings. Okay, gold also on the daily time frame. Okay, D1. Wait, just let me take a look at it. Okay, the demand level currently they are. I don't think they will hold at this level itself already. Okay, this was the last level that they broke away from, which was at 1,873. Okay, so how you should look at this area here, right, is basically price tried to go lower. Okay, but subsequently they just continue to hold above this 1,873 level. Okay, then from breaking of this 1,870, they created this demand area at 1,890. Okay, so with this bearish movement coming in, same thing I want to say. Okay, you have high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, just all the way, right? Near term wise is still bearish. Okay, where are we going to look at next is 1,800. Okay, simple stuff. Any rejection onwards, same thing. If they cannot break above this 1,600, just wait. If the price cannot break above 1,943, right, and hold above, for gold itself, it will still come down. Okay. If you want to look at patterns, same thing. This is a descending triangle. Okay. Descending triangle after a bullish movement. Okay. We are looking at price coming back downwards first. Okay. So near term wise is like this. Oil recently also very strong. Hit into 92. But rejected very strongly. Hey, today come back already. Okay. Wait, just let me just draw on the daily as well. Okay, so daily 92, this area was where I was looking at previously. Okay, so when they came into it last week, okay, price got rejected. Okay, now 89.1, they continue to hold. Okay, now testing 92 again. Okay, only time go, I mean, with this movement itself, okay, gold have been running on an uptrend. Okay, near term, same thing, swing. Even if you look very far, it's from confirm oil is uptrend. Okay, because we have a low from here. Okay, now they are just trying to break this 92. Break again, probably we will be seeing at 100. Okay, 100, 100 is more of a psychological level. I mean, even if you look at chart itself, right, we will have one supply here. Okay, so in order to get to that 100, we need price to hold above this 92 level. Okay, otherwise it's the same I mean, if they cannot break higher, they only can go down. Cannot go up means go down. Okay, but go down how far? We have to see the price action. Okay, so now they already tested 89, and we see that price held itself. Okay, few days back. So if we will continue to see any rejection of 92 level, okay, we might be seeing a 78, 79 area. Okay, basically here. Why here? Same story lah. Previously here was a very huge range area which price broke away from. Okay, they broke, tested it again, continued to this up move. Okay, so this was the last leg of higher low, right? So if they cannot form a new higher high, price cannot sustain itself, it's probably going to retest this higher low level again. Okay, because that's where all the demand will be at. Okay, then all the indices and gold and oil, I'm done. I will just go into Tesla. Okay, so the stock, if you are not going to give me Q&A, right, basically I will just look into those popular counters. Okay, I will just look on daily, then I will go into the lower time frame, okay, to give you the idea on the intraday trade. Okay, you hang on, just let me take a look at the poll earlier on. Okay, so intraday, intraday, the risk definitely higher. Okay, but I mean, these are, I need to just roughly say okay. The longer you are in a trade, right, technically you will be in a higher risk, basically, okay, because you have other factors from the economy, you have I mean, from nowhere, maybe you have some, I don't know, like commodities problem, I mean, the prices itself, right? So there's a lot of factors that actually affecting how a price will move in the counter itself, okay, the longer you hold, okay? So, but since this first webinar, right, we are looking at charts when the market is open already. Okay, I think I will just share on how you can look on it in the intraday basis. Okay, of course, with your feedback later, then maybe we can fine tune and we see. Okay, maybe most of you like swing, right? Let's say you want to do swing. Okay, fine. Then educational wise, we won't even do into intraday already. Okay, because basically, if you look across all the time frame, right, the TA part of it, technical analysis, right, should work the same. Okay, if your strategy is going to work on the higher time frame, right, most of the time lower time frame also will but of course, I mean, there's instances that it might not work. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you need to fine tune in terms of like price action. What are you looking out for? Whether you need to wait for confirmation. Confirmation basically candle closing. Okay, that's a confirmation. It's not when candle running then you say, oh, this one confirm bull. No such thing as confirm bull until they close. All right. So I think we will just look into intraday, a bit of intraday okay. If intraday nothing, then I will just go into swing as well okay. So daily, we know last week, okay, bearish movement, okay, nothing much, same thing. Higher, we have a high, we have a lower high, we have a low, we don't know this guy where you're going to go, okay. But if you look at it simply, it's basically price is stuck in this range area. Okay, this is if you are looking at swing itself, this guy, I mean, I don't think you were long here also okay, right? you were okay lah. I mean, I'm not saying that you weren't long here or you can or cannot, okay. But generally, if you are just looking to swing, right, you will want to buy low, sell high. Okay. So with price in the middle of a range, okay, in the middle of a range, even if you take all these as fake outs, right, okay, price sustaining itself, you still don't have a clear direction where this guy want to go. It's basically in the middle. Okay, so with that, I will just look into intraday first, okay, since price is running. This intraday includes the extended hours, okay, which is the pre-market. Okay, so it's adjusted data lah. Okay, if you don't want me to see pre-market, we look at regular itself. Okay, price rejected off their opening. I mean, they open, okay, price went down, got rejected. Intraday itself, very simple. Very simple, because you just need to understand two things. Okay, first, price only run in three phases. Okay, rally, then they start a range, okay, which is accumulation or consolidation, and a drop. Okay, so three only: up, sideways, down, or down, sideways, up, or up, sideways, up. Okay, whatever. Okay, so for intraday, if you want to play intraday, you always just look for the area where they form a sideways movement. Okay, reason being, on a rally, let's say the price already keep running. Intraday basis, right, you cannot go and chase. Okay, if you are not in the position, you cannot chase, because usually when price start to gap up, like, okay, we see here, right, price start to gap up, okay, because there's buying power. Okay, price continue to move, right, but you must understand that the volatility and volume that people really start to trade, right, is usually, I mean, okay lah, throughout the day it might have, but it's definitely not as much as the opening session and maybe towards the closing. Okay, why closing? Intraday trader want to take their profits, they want to cut their loss, they don't want to hold through the morning. For our case, I mean, we will hold through the morning, right? So if you were to take a trade at the opening, right, also very simple. Okay, of course, this is hindsight lah. I mean, I tell you simple, you think I'm just seeing from hindsight, right? But opening, if you have a gap up, which clear a previous gap level, right? A previous range area, and the gap out, right? Price can sustain itself. New higher high, okay, higher high technically is a buy, okay, your SL is just here. But I'm not saying that every time you can do, it's the same thing. If for short, it's the same. As long as they don't cover back their gap, right, the position will continue as long as there's volume and volatility, right? So this one hindsight, I don't want to say anymore already, okay, but basically you find a sideways movement, then you determine if price can break higher or lower. Okay, so currently, Tesla stuck between 240, 247, okay. I think it's a very tight range, right? $6 for Tesla, okay. Movement wise, you can see, okay, now just open, now we look at 30, okay, this is M30 now, just now was H1. Okay, M30, you see, the chart itself is still the same, okay. We draw the sideways, okay. It should look the same as your hourly chart lah, okay, basically, because you are just trying to figure out where are the levels, as in where are the prices that are stuck at lah, okay, where are they stuck in between. For now, nothing much to do, okay. The only possible long, okay, if you want to buy on an intraday, right, is when price starts to break above the opening area, opening level, okay. Why is that so? Okay, you have an opening, price went down, okay, created a very small lower low, okay, compared to this guy lah. It's not because of the line, the line is just for referencing, because a level itself is always a range area, okay. It's a price zone, it's not just a single price point, okay. That one you must understand lah, okay. So we have a lower low at, I mean, from today opening, then price went down. We have a lower low compared to the last low, okay, and price get rejected already, okay. So the only time you can confirm that this guy might continue upwards for the day is when price start to break the higher high of this opening candle, okay. Like I explained earlier, opening, you have a lot of volume, okay. So if they are able to create a high during the opening session, right, okay, what you just need to take note is, as long as volume can continue to push through this higher high, you have a higher probability that price will continue upwards towards the top of this range. Okay, anything more, of course, we need to see price action continuing a higher high with a higher low. Okay, it's the same thing, always the same thing. right? But for now, you want to long, of course, now you long, I mean, you will tell me, oh, now better price, now 243, I wait until 245, I buy $2 already off. Okay, or even you wait until here, right? Intraday, okay, expectations, you must match your intraday expectations. If your Tesla, for example, okay, this range itself, okay, we know that yesterday price ran in this area. Of course, you have a lower weight, you have a higher weight, okay? Maybe the whole movement itself is $11, okay? So if you take a daily range of $11, right, you cannot expect that Tesla will start to run 30, 40, 50, or I mean, whatever numbers, okay? Unless they have earnings coming out, you have data, you have Fed talking, this kind of thing, okay? Catalysts that push volatility, okay? Then you might see a bigger range, okay? Otherwise, intraday-wise, we are always looking, you need to manage the expectations wise, okay? You cannot just expect it that, or because it start breaking higher high, because it start forming a new higher high of 250, price is going to continue higher. No, it's not that way, okay? But intraday itself, the beauty of it is basically you are just looking for volatility, the volume when market opens, okay? You catch it, you are done with it, you just basically that's it, okay? So, but the difficult part of it is you need to understand why at this higher high. Okay, but of course with this educational part will comes in November. Okay, I will share all these, like I mean, price action, how to draw levels. I mean, you want indicators, you let me know. Okay, you want indicators, I can put indicators, explain to you indicators. Okay, but I mean, minimize lah, because if you have too many indicators, okay, the common one, maybe you put EMA, okay, exponential moving average. Maybe you have volume, right, for equities. Maybe you have RSI plus MACD, okay, stuff like that. But you don't put all these four indicators all put together. Why? Because you confirm, you see the chart, too many things already, okay? So many things on the chart, right? You are not even looking at price action. You are just looking at indicators which are lagging. They are all lagging indicators. Okay, so if you lag, price already created something before the indicators tells you about it. Okay, but I mean, of course, all this, like I say, in November, we will come out with some educational webinars. Okay, it's a 1 month thing. So that one we will share a bit more later lah. Okay, so but I think now I will pass to Xiong. I'll let Xiong share his thoughts on Tesla. Okay, I think we might look at it differently. Okay, because TA sometimes to him here is a buy, to me here is a sell. But if he says sell here, eventually the buy might come, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of different ideas in TA, but you just need to find a style that you like. That's why in the beginning of this webinar, I want to understand what type of traders are our audience basically, right? So I will know how I want to cater this webinar to everyone. Okay, Xiao, over to you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Ying. All right, looking at the Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, everything is going down. It's not a very pretty day today. We saw a big pullback last night. If you guys are following the US market, there was a very large pullback. So looking at Tesla right now, it's not very strong. It's about 0.51% down. Yes, according to just now in today's chart, a good support level is at about 241. So we'll see if this level 241 holds out. If not, it'll be quite a downwards trend for the next few days, if not month. So yeah, I think India did a good poll right just now. I noticed a lot of you guys are swing traders. You know, if you guys are intraday traders right now, well, that's going to be difficult. But nevertheless, you guys can short the market, you guys can long the market, whichever you want. But yes, so Tesla has a long way to go. We are looking at the level. Let me take a look at the H1 chart. So yeah, the level is about 247 if it continues to go up, but it doesn't seem that way. NASDAQ is still continue to be down, S&P is still down, so we might be expecting a great market today as well. Not sure how bad it will be, but I was expecting a green day today slightly because yesterday was quite a huge drop in the market but that was for the pre-market. It was up about 0.5% for the futures. Currently, yep, market is still down. So looking at Tesla wise, we are still looking at the support today. It's not moving much. The support level is still at 241. It's ranging about the day range. It didn't really break the 241 level, which is good news. But let me take a look at the day chart for swing traders wise. So for the daily chart, yeah, the first resistance is still at 241. First support, we are looking at 241. Second, we are looking at 217. So once it breaks the 241 level, it should be ranging in between. Unless there's a very big news, like what Ying mentioned, it will move, 10, 20 bucks. But because there's no such movement, no news, no earnings, we are expecting a very small movement. Maybe I think 1% will be quite huge already. Currently it's down 0.38. Yep, Tesla is still, I think the whole market generally is not looking good. NASDAQ is at 0.13%. So you guys are looking to short the market. I think it's kind of looking good for you guys. If you guys already shorted or you guys short the market, good job. But for long wise, I think we can wait a bit more for opportunity taking. For those who are doing swing trades, you are looking to buy, buy low, sell high. I think we should monitor a few more days lah. So Tesla is down about 0.39%. Still not a big movement yet lah. Okay, maybe I'll talk about Microsoft. Before I hand over to Ying, I'll talk about Microsoft and how's the outlook for Microsoft lah. So looking on the daily chart itself, it is on the support, or it might already have broken the first support level lah. My first support is at about 310 level. Currently it's still there, so it's no problem. 310 is today, so it hasn't already broken the 310 level yet lah. We are looking at the max gain of about 339. That will be our next resistance level. So once again, it is looking like it's going down. It might go further down. I don't see any other good support level right here until the 300 level lah. But if not, the market seems to be still taking the hit. So NASDAQ is at about 0.05%, 0.09%. When pre-market futures, it was up about 0.5. So now it's at 0.1%. Quite a big, huge change. It might be flat, but taking a longer term, the day might end rate for this case. So we shall monitor and see how it goes. So yeah, I'll hand my time over to Ying to talk more about Microsoft. Ying, over to you.
All right, thank you, Xiong. Okay, I think now we are just trying, right? Because you see, we have two speakers now. Okay, I have Xiong with me. Okay, fantastic. He do TA. He enjoy doing it on a swing basis lah. Okay, but we are doing it together because I think firstly I just want to share, right, that everyone looks at TA very differently. Okay, there's no right or wrong lah. Okay, as long as you make money, most of the time you'll feel that you're right. Okay, I mean, fair enough, right? But I mean, TA, like I explained, he look at swing, he looking at a down move, right? Nothing wrong. Yes, it's the same because you are looking at a near-term downtrend. All right, price is still trading with a new lower low, with a new lower high. Okay, so near-term is still on a downtrend. All right, next level, same lah. I'm looking at around a 295. Why? Because this was the level that price held itself on the daily after a gap out. All right, if you look at this area over here, okay, price gap out on earnings, all right, the day after earnings, sustain itself, bear candle, but continue to push price higher up to 365 level. Okay, so with this, right, this last level, this 294, 295, 296, okay, basically this candle itself, okay, you will see a lot of orders coming in as a buy. Okay, whether will the move really push it towards a new higher high, that one for now we will know. Okay, because you need to wait for price to come in here for some reaction. Okay, if they can reject from here, okay, then we look for more levels of, we look for more price action to break even higher. Okay, because even you see, if price reject this 296, 295, right, they will still come back to this trend area, this downtrend, near-term downtrend, okay, and maybe reject at a 320. Okay, why 320 area? Because 320 basically was the previous level that they really broke away from. Okay, they tried to hold, try again, okay, with a new lower high. This was the last level that they created this lower high. Okay, so it's the same like the price range. You don't just take it as it's a single line. Okay, but if I just put like that, then you just understand it's a 310 to 3, maybe 15, 17. Okay, it's just this level. Okay, so even if price can reject up, they might still get rejected off this 317. Okay, then you will still be looking like a near-term downtrend. Okay, you want to look at pattern, then maybe once you see here, you will have this descending triangle again. Okay, so I think for longs, I mean you basically you cannot long now lah. No? There's nothing to long now. Even I remove everything. Don't long. I mean, okay, swing maybe it won't matter as much. Okay, but since like I say, I mean during this session, right, we are looking at intraday also. Okay, then I just roughly just show you intraday stuff also lah. Okay, so intraday is the same way I look at it. Okay, I just go to lower time frame. Okay, we are seeing a downtrend. Okay, for this maybe like 15th September, which is last 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, yeah, okay, 2 weeks ago. Price start to come down from this 340. Okay, on the daily, you know that this is a new higher low. Sorry, lower high. Okay, so on H1, you just need to pinpoint: are they trying to move sideways now, or are they going to burst away? Okay, so if we just looking at this opening, just now I already explained. At opening, you have a lot of volume coming in. But of course, with volume, right, trading is a zero-sum game, right? A lot of volume, when you see a very bearish candle, right, doesn't mean everyone is selling it. Because for everyone to sell, you need someone to buy. Otherwise, the trade won't get executed, price will remain. Okay, you need liquidity. Okay, so for everyone, one sell, you will have one buy. Same thing. Okay, so this guy very bearish, okay, during opening. So I mean, you can assume that there's a lot of people buying also lah, along this whole level of 313 to 310. Okay, and this is during market opening. Even without the volume, I mean, okay lah, I just put one volume indicator for you. Okay, we just take a look at volume at market opening. Okay, this was yesterday's close. Okay, 3 a.m. Yesterday closing, then now opening. This was the opening. Okay, volume. Okay lah. I mean, it's basically average lah, right? There's no outliers. There's nothing. Okay, so in order for the day to close as a bull, right? Okay, I mean this part you require a bit of like price action, and also you need to visualize it. You need to understand daily itself, they are having the close. If they close now, right, you are basically a bear candle with the close below. In order for this candle to be a bull, for a potential, maybe like a potential technical bounce from here, you need this guy to start trading above a 313 at least. Okay, because they need to start printing bull basically, right? Then for that to happen, if we are just to look at lower time frame, right, that's where you start to pinpoint your levels, where you can go, where you cannot go. Okay, same thing Okay, you have a range, you have a rally, you have a drop. You just need to wait where they're going to go. Okay, if you think of it simply, it's basically you're just playing on the breakout. Okay, but breakout is, you must understand, breakout is not like you just set a buy stop here, sell stop here. No. Okay, you need to understand how the price action comes into your stop level. Okay, it's not like if this movement is just very slowly running in between this range, right? You don't have the volume, you don't have the volatility to push price, right? They will never get out. They will try to trigger you maybe, then they form a fake out back into the area itself, right? Because there's no volume to push. In order to push away from a range, range was built, okay, range form is because price just keep getting stuck right here. Okay, maybe people start to sell, people start to buy, they just stuck at this area. Okay, so we need a lot. Okay, I don't need to, I mean, it's not a lot lah, okay, but basically you need high volatility for price to start trading out of their range area. Okay, so for more, I mean, intraday wise, if you want more confirmation, right, this one, if the price start to break this 310, right, okay, I mean, disclaimer first, this one is my opinion only, I need to say, you later tell me, oh, YJ say can short. No, this one, my disclaimer only, I mean, if I look at it this way, okay, intraday wise, okay, if I were to go for this short, okay, because price came from higher high at opening, start to trade lower, But I don't have confirmed that this guy is going to continue downwards, even though can print bear, okay? Because you are basically in a range bound area. You need price to start really trading below this guy, which is the bull candle end. The low is 310.07, basically that's the exact number. All right. You need price to start breaking this guy to see a lower movement to 306.92. Okay, but of course, I mean, if you look at it in dollar value, right? $4, maybe you feel that $4 not a lot. Okay, but intraday, I mean, that's why the expectation very different. For intraday, you are doing it every day. If every day you're catching the same movement, right? Okay, it can be a rally or a drop. But you just understand the gist of this concept. It's either up, down, sideways. Okay, sideways tough to play. Of course, I mean, the idea is okay. You buy low, sell high. Nothing wrong. Okay, but intraday you buy low, sell high. I don't know how long you need to be there lah. Basically, it's not exactly 2 days you will start to trade lower, or even 3 days, or even 1 week. You might just get stuck at a bigger and bigger and bigger range because your fake out will just keep happening until price really start to trade out of it. Okay, so simply said disclaimer like I say this one, if price were to break 310, okay, we should see a 306.92, or I mean around this area lah, basically lah. If price starts to reject, okay, they start to bear candle, next one give you a bull reject, trade higher than 313 for today okay, we also cannot go really very far lah. It's just 315, 316 area. Okay, so if you slowly I mean in November webinar I will start to share more. Okay, but provided you all want educational content if you all want to have live counter review, I can just keep doing live counter review also. Okay, so if you are interested in the educational part of it for technical analysis, let us know. Okay, whether you want price action, you want naked chart, you want indicators, anything okay, anything TA related, okay, just let us know, then we will try to work on that. Okay, then I pass back to Xiong for now. Thank you.
Hey, Ying, thanks a lot. Yeah, so Ying was talking about intraday trading. Yeah, and then if there's no leverage, I also don't know how to trade. So I just want to introduce to you guys. Now we have the options trading. Yeah, in P3 lah. So sorry, on P2 app. So if you guys your trade option, your buy long, buy put directional trading, you guys can go on to P2 app right now. We have it on P3 as well. So you guys can explore. So it's very easy way easy to open an account. Sorry, not to activate your options basically. If you have PhillipCapital account with us, really just go to account management on P2, and then if you look under stocks options, then there's this online forms. Then right on the right hand side, you've got this option activation. So you will need you just click on this. They'll tell you the prerequisite of trading options and activating your options. And once it's done, you just need a wire funds it, and then you can start trading options. And to trade options, basically you got a lot of leverage. One contract is about 100 shares equivalent. So don't look at all these small number. Sorry, let me option chain. So let me take a look at option chain for Tesla. So you don't look at all these bid is 25.6. What $25? No, this is you need to multiply it by 100 times. So this is about 2.5K. Yeah, to actually buy this contract strike for 217.5. So these are leverage product. You guys can, if you guys are bearish, it's a good time to buy the puts. If you guys are bullish, go ahead and buy the calls. So there's different expiry also. Now we have it on P2. If you guys have not activated the options account, feel free. It's free of charge. And of course, yeah, go and play around and explore the options. So give me a second. Yeah, is option account same as equity account? Yes, Peter. Yes, it is. Okay, it's basically a separate. You have to activate the option part, and then you may have to do transfer for your shares now. But basically, okay. So can I say it's a part? It will be slightly separated so your cash balance in your stock account will be separated from your options account, but you just need to wire funds from your stock to your options, and then you can begin trading. So it's quite an easy process to go through So yeah, with that I just want to share a few things as well. Okay, let me get my screens up. Yeah, so if you guys do not know, sorry guys, malfunction. So if you guys do not know, one of our very strong competitor is planning to leave Singapore, and it's quite a shock to everyone out there. Then if you guys are looking for a broker, feel free to contact our direct line at 65311220. This will bring you to our global markets team, or you can send them an email for any account opening or transfer inquiry. So they will support you fully, free of charge, of course. But if you got any question, ask them. They will have their forms prepared, ready to assist you. If not, we are actually very happy to push this webinar out, and it is now a weekly for the next 3 weeks lah. Sorry, after this it will be the next 2 weeks, and then in November we are also doing a 1 month long session weekly. So if guys can provide us some feedback to how we can cater these webinars for you, it will be great. You guys want educational wise, like what Ying mentioned, or you want the full live session where market open, then we see and we can sit down and look at the live charts together. So, or you want it to be a live counter review for you guys, it's fine. So please help us do this survey, feedback to us, your opinion. We will strongly love to have your feedback on how we can improve. So once again, this webinar was brought to you because we have your support. Previously, there was a lot of people who feedback that they wanted a weekly session. So we feedback, we got the feedback, we proposed, and then now we are doing it for the next 3 weeks. I mean, for this week and the next 2 weeks. So that's great. I'm happy to help you guys as well. So with this, we will go back to the live counter review. So hand my time back to Ying.
All right. Okay. I was looking through the chat and also Q&A. Okay. Okay, there's a VAC. Okay, VAC, I'll look at it later. Then after that, go monthly outlook. Then also CETX. CETX. I'll just take a look lah. Okay. Whether I will give you any levels is another thing. Okay, then Victor, thank you. Okay, education and indicators. Okay. We are planning to do that. Okay, November is the date. We will push the links out soon. Okay. So for this week and next 2 weeks, right, we will just be doing what we are doing now. Okay. Then also another feedback. Sorry, I just want to say okay, because I understand I mean when we want to do like a US market live TA, right? Like really live market running, I show you how to run. Sorry, market running, I show you how to draw. Right. The timing confirm very weird, very late. Okay, especially Wednesday. I mean Friday. Okay, another thing about Friday, I try my best not to touch on Friday. Okay, because Friday, same thing lah. You got Saturday, Sunday, weekends, right? You want to rest, right? Most people, if you are even doing swing, for example, you probably would not like to hold your position through the weeks. I mean, through the weekend, right? So Friday itself, the movement itself is not. I mean, the direction maybe for intraday is fine, okay. But if you are just about to open a position for a swing, right, I think you rather wait for Monday. Okay, that's just my opinion. All right. So if you, I mean, the date itself and the time, you can give us your feedback as well. Okay. So we know is this webinar slightly too late. Okay. Then with that, right, then maybe we will try to do earlier. But of course, we will minus all this live action, basically. Okay. But yeah lah. Okay, so now we will look into the charts again. Okay, I think I talked a bit too much already. Okay, so now it's on Apple. Okay, popular counters first. Q&A I see already. So Apple daily, same thing lah. We are still technically on an uptrend. Okay, price hit almost 200 in July. Okay, we just broke the last 2021 high. Price continue to move higher. Okay, but we have a new lower low now. Okay, same thing. Okay, if you like trend line, okay, sorry, you don't like trend line, you like to see trend clearly, okay. Basically, it's a downtrend. Okay, why I omit this area, okay. You want to draw here, right? Technically, is also fine, okay. But what you just need to understand, right? Downtrend, You have a low, you have a high, low, lower high, lower low. Okay, basically that's it. Okay, why I don't like to draw this area, this area that I just drew, right? I don't like. Why? Because this area here is basically, right, price action itself is just covering back this gap area. Okay, if you have seen it, okay, this gap area, basically they open, price drop, right? They created this gap. This gap is imbalance in orders, okay? You basically nobody trying to buy here, that's why you have to sell lower, okay? So when price starts to trade back into this level, right, usually the gap itself will fill up, okay? If you see, I mean, if you observe it long enough, right, gap up fill up faster than a gap down. Okay, because fear is always stronger than greed. Okay, it's just human. It's just the psychological part of it, lah. Okay, it's just fear is always greater than greed. That's why when you start to see price coming down, right, it will move way faster than the up movement, for sure. Okay, I mean, okay lah. If you want statistics, right, we can look at old data, but I'm not going to do that now. Okay, but that one I can tell you, yeah lah, it's like that. Okay, it's just like that. So you see, Apple now coming into this gap up area, okay? It's basically we have a gap formed on earnings, okay? 4th of May, price gap up. Continue to trade higher, price sustain itself, continue, run. Okay, now price starts to trade inside again. And near term, right, it's basically a downtrend. Okay. Of course, same thing, same explanation. If price can reject here, good. Reject to where? Reject to 176. Okay, you will still be rejecting here. Okay, unless price can break, hold, continue, then we will have a bigger range area that you need to take note. Okay, like here, right? Okay, this is on swing level, okay. But if price close bearish, probably by this week you see this gap cleared already, probably 165. I don't want to give you 100%, but probably. Okay, I mean, this webinar is recorded, maybe 1 week later we look at it again. Next week got webinar again, right? We look at it again, okay. Not saying that it's 100% right, but I mean, I see it happening more than it not happening, okay. But it's not 100%, okay. I always have to say TA is not 100%. You just putting probability on your end to try to make some profit. Okay. So with that, this is your swing level. Okay, later Xiong will have his inputs as well. Okay, but I go into the intraday first. Intraday, same thing. We are looking at a range level which just got broken away. Okay. It's just okay lah. This one I wouldn't take as even a range level. Okay, because your range was previously at this area, your sideways movement. This one very clear is a sideways. Right. I mean, fake out haven't really do nothing. Okay, it's just a very clear sideways movement. Then price start to break down. Okay, Tuesday, which is yesterday, price start to break down. Try to trade higher. Okay, towards the closing, fail. Today open, try to go higher, same thing, gap up, fail. Okay, that's why I say now we are testing back into this gap up area. Okay, as long as we close bearish, right? The bearish momentum should push price back down to 165 area. Okay, so yeah lah, with that I mean your intraday, nothing to do lah. If you want to do something opening, I mean I go even lower. Okay, there's nothing lor. So M15 you probably need to have price breaking above a 173. Okay, potentially seeing a bullish closure. Okay, so you need price to come up, break, boom, then daily close bull. Maybe you will start to see price coming back to this 176. Then if they cannot hold, right, sorry, price will just drop. Okay, yeah, because it's the same thing. You have this structure, okay, it's near term is bearish. Okay, so I mean you can long on a fast game, okay, but you cannot long on a swing game. All right, so Xiao, what do you think?
Hey, thanks, Ying. Wow. Apple, I had a support level at 173.77, but I seem to have broken away on the day chart. So for swing wise, I would unlikely take any positions for now. Let us take a look at 30 minutes chart. So once again, my support level at 173 is down. Looking all the way. Yeah, my next level is actually 165. That's probably where I'll pick up. But nope. Once again, downward trend. Swing traders for you guys. Unless there's a very big volume, yeah, then it will actually bring the price up. but it doesn't seem that way. Let us look at the market overall. DJI is still down at 0.11%. S&P is about 0.2, and then NASDAQ is about 0.39. So pretty flat, but NASDAQ is doing well. But I'm still surprised that Apple is on the negative side. I was expecting at least Apple to lead the NASDAQ, but it doesn't seem that way. We're still looking at Apple downtrend, likely to hit maybe 170 as well. So yeah, that's my thought. Yeah, hand it back to you, Ying.
Right, thank you, Xiao. Okay. Okay, you see that option can paper trade for now, no, right? Yeah, no. Then if possible options, yeah, the educational content that we're going to push, right? We will because TA one more thing TA, it works if your strategy work okay, or you understand the concept of price action, right? The strategy will work across all asset classes, even derivatives and anything. Okay, it will work. Okay, it's just in terms of how fast they run. Okay, what time you need to wait for volatility? Is it a session opening period, or is it like throughout the day? Is there like maybe you are, let's say for example you are trading gold. Okay, gold morning. Okay, 12 usually lah. I mean, I've been looking at it, right? Usually 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Then London when they open at 3 p.m. Okay, then wait for New York opening and NYSE. Okay, New York is opening at 3, New York is 8, then after NYSE is 8:30. All right. So during these opening sessions, right, that's where volumes start to kick in because gold itself, like for example, is 24.5. Okay. So the educational part of it, when we share, right, it's just going to encompass whatever asset you want to play. Okay, whatever you want to touch Forex, yeah, you go ahead with this, whatever we share. Okay, because TA, it will work across. It's just what time the thing will move. Okay, this one, of course, depends on what you're trading. US, of course, US market move only, right? But you are playing like a 24/5 kind of thing, like Forex or Commons or even crypto 24/7, right? Different periods, right, you will have different volume coming in. Okay, so that's the important part when you are looking at TA. Okay, you need to understand when the thing will move. Okay, because if like I explained, okay, now it's just slightly of this education thing. You have a long, you have up, sideways, down. Okay, sideways is the longest time price will stuck there for. Okay, it's the longest period that they will be basically playing around. If you just, for example, we just look at Apple, right? Okay, Apple, yes, we are seeing this area over here. Okay, but if you looking at, if we are just looking at it on the high side, right? Basically back then, this was a range area, right? Price was stuck here. So if you are looking at it on a swing basis, right? Your range is this wide, okay? It is probably building from a November all the way to April before breaking away, right? If you are looking at a longer horizon, right, this is the kind of range you need to expect you need to wait basically. That's why for swing you can buy low, sell high. Okay, you buy low, you can wait because as long as you can tank, provided the fundamentals strong. Okay, this one the longer you play, you are make sure their books are strong. Okay, because the longer you hold, if it's bad, the company is bad, and then there's no saving for it. Okay, so price spend a lot of time in a range. Okay, but of course, a lot of people will ask me also, hey, YJ, okay, from here to here, 150 to 184, $30 move. You tell me it's a range. Yeah, really it's a range, right? But that's why swing, right? There's also that's why you need to understand even for swing, right? You buy here, sell here, for example. You buy here, you sell at the top, right? But you don't have the mindset that because they are at the top, they got rejected before price starts to come in, you start to short here. Okay, no such thing. You don't buy in already, then after you start straight away go the opposite direction. Okay, because you must always wait for subsequent movements. Okay, a sequence of candles printing with confirmation, then you can recognize what kind of movements they will start to make. Okay, from this daily itself, okay, now I just give you bite size a bit first. In this big range, okay, I tell you $30 range, fine. Okay, huge big enough within this $30 range, you have this minor area, correct or not? If I just zoom all the way until this area itself, this small box, it's basically also a range, right? So Yeah, like, this is what I mean. I mean, you have a very big area, okay, price can start to move, but you must always make sure that you don't play in that middle area, okay? But of course, with that, educational, I mean, during the 1 month, right, I will just share with you how to draw, how to spot, how to see, how to do anything, basically. Okay, it's not foolproof, okay? You still need to look at the chart enough to understand. But I can give you all the, how do you call it, tips? No, it's not tips, sorry. Tricks. No. Okay lah, you basically know lah, I just give you the shortcut lah, okay? But you know lah, shortcut not always good one. Okay, you still have to look at it. You still have to understand the concept. Okay, once you understand the concept, right, basically everything you look at, right, is always the same stuff. Okay, because there's only three, you buy or sell. Okay, you 50-50 ma, you buy, no SL, no stop loss. Basically you just wait for 50% to hit lah. Okay, but like I explained, because of the emotions, fear is always greater than greed. Okay, when price start to go lower, right, it will go way lower. Okay, so if you want to 50-50, right, just short lah, or short and hold lah. Don't go and long and hold I mean, okay, this is for companies that are, I mean, the fundamentals not good lah, okay, right? So okay, with that okay, I mean, I go into Q&A first okay. Go monthly. Okay, let's just look at go. Just now I went through the string, okay, descending triangle, same thing. Once they break, boom, go down, okay. 1805, okay. We might see some rejection over here, okay. 1860, we might lah, okay, because same thing, same story. We have a range here, okay. This is an area that price get trapped, okay. Price is stuck at this area. They don't know to go up, they don't know to go down. Only at this day, on 10 March, okay, price start to trade higher and continue to trade higher. Okay, so when price start to come back into this area itself, okay, we might see some rejection because people will start to think, okay, this was where they move off from. Okay, we might see some buying from here. Okay, so if you want to look at monthly, we will look at monthly. 1 month, to be very honest, it's range bound. Okay, but like I say, this range is very huge. 1,006 to 2,000, almost 2,001. Okay, but technically it's really in a range bound. Okay, for now I mean, also you have to let me know I mean, who asked the question. Yeah, it's a range bound. Depends on how long you hold, how long you're going to be in the trade. Okay, very long term goal is confirm uptrend, confirm one. You see from here lah. Okay, from dinosaur, you see got one dinosaur here. That time I don't know how much. I'm not even around yet. Okay, but got one dinosaur all the way, go run until now already, right? But I'm not going to tell you it's an uptrend because it's not realistic. Okay, I just going to tell you, as of now, within these 3 years, right, it's basically range bound. Okay, even if you don't take the wicks, you take it as wicks are all fake outs, for example, because this week on a weekly, right, I say monthly, right, weekly itself is a fake out already. Okay, I don't even need to see the weekly because monthly printing this way, somewhere the wicks, right, you have a bull and a bear. That's it. You have a fake out. Price start to trade lower. Okay, so monthly outlook range bound. Okay, but a good level could be 1,800 area. Okay, just to see whether if this area hold, because price managed to make a higher high from the previous one, but we are still stuck lah. I mean, basically gold is still stuck here. Okay, whether it can really power above, whether it can burst above, right? Have to see more price action coming in because Monday itself you already see very bear. A few more days close already. Close bear. Okay, this guy why close bear can do. Okay, I don't know to explain now or not. Okay, basically same story. You have a range like that. Previously before all this price side form, right? Basically here is a range, correct? If you see it as a range, please give me a 1. Okay, I wait a while. I see whether got interaction. Okay, if you see it as a range, give me a 1. All right, thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Victor. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. No, I just trying only. Okay, but anyway, yeah, if this is the range, right, we have this small area of breakout. Okay, you see, price tried to go lower, but they tap into the level. I think I'm getting very naggy, right? But I just need to explain now. You have a range last time, price start to trade higher, they form a demand area, price start to come into this area, came close, okay, not close enough, but close, okay, and get rejected. So with this rejection back into this range area, right, you know that price is going to just be trading like this. Okay, you can just take this circle area as a fake out already. right? Because price track going lower, cannot go down lower, want to go up already from higher high. Okay, so as long as we continue to see price holding this 1,008, right, we should expect another new higher low to attempt this 2080. Okay, basically this high lah. Okay, but with that being said, I think we should continue to look for rejection first. Okay, otherwise you are just going to long into a falling dagger. Okay, that's the monthly outlook for gold from what I see lah. So for this year, probably range bound. Okay, then BAC. I just give you a BAC. What's the trend? A lot of lines with range bound. Okay, but now it's trading lower at the lower end. Okay, this range bound different Okay, now even though current range bound same pattern, right? But it's different You must okay. I need to explain a bit We have a downtrend. Okay, previously range was formed over here, correct? After that, we see a breakout over here, correct? After that, we see price trading back into this level and got rejected. So the range basically is the same story. We are back in the range, which created this fake out. Of course, this fake out, I mean, it's not as clear, but the movement itself, price tried to go higher, cannot form a new lower high, continue go back into the range, starting to trade lower. As long as they break this guy, right, basically they are going down. Yeah, basically they are going down. We are looking over here, we have a gap area as well, right? We have one gap over here from 26.44 all the way to 24.9. Okay, so just take note of your position if you are in BAC. Okay, as long as they can hold above the gap up area, basically here, the last point that they held. If they can hold above, then fine. Maybe they will reject back to a 29-ish. Okay, but once they close below bearish, this gap should be covered up already. So if you are inside, take note of the position. Okay, then got one more CETX. Okay, CETX. I'm not sure what it is. Let's take a look. Wow, this one. Wow, this one. I don't know. Wait, let me see. Wow, this one. Wow, I only can give you intraday lah. I mean, I see swing there. Don't go and speculate on this I mean, okay, wait. I don't want to say my tone is 100%. I must always say again. Okay, I don't want to say later. Wow, you hear what I say, then you go and do what I say, right? Then not in your favor, then become like, okay. So I must always say this one. Personally, I won't touch. I won't even look at it. I won't even know what to say. Okay, because the problem with this is, I mean, I don't know where the price came from. It's $2,300. Okay, 2,300. I mean, from trading view itself, it's 2,003 back in 2016, 2017. Okay, I don't know what kind of price is that. Probably a lot of reverse stock split and everything. So price become $5, right? So at this point, right, swing wise is basically you are just punting. Okay, you're just throwing the money in 50-50. This is the classic case of 50-50. Because say real, TA wise, I cannot say anything. But with a movement like this, right, I think fundamental, I don't even need to read. I don't think it's strong. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I never go and see. But yeah, this is basically gambling, right? But yeah, this is my honest opinion. Xiao, what do you think? I want to help. I want to see, but I really, I mean, I need to be honest with you also lah.
Hey, yeah, right, thanks. So so looking at this chart, CETX, wow, really, wow, beautiful. So we're looking at what? 2,000 plus, but yeah, basically a lot of reverse stock split, I believe. They keep consolidating the shares, so you see the price shoot up so much. So very interesting. If you are looking at this, yeah, once again, it's day trading for this counter. Not something you will want to hold for long, but day trade wise, you might, it's a 50-50, either win or lose. So you can still trade, no problem, but in terms of technical wise, it seems to be moving down, at least for today, but I'm not too sure about the movement wise. Once again, this came from a lot of reverse stock split. you will not want to hold lah. But for the trend wise, I'm looking at the day chart right now. It is on its support level about 490 lah. Anything below, it's likely to move further down because you don't see something. You see nothing below unless you scroll the way back. I'm not too sure when lah. But once again, the support is about 490 lah. If not, after 490, it should be moving down quite a bit. Yep. Fundamentally wise, like totally agree with Ying Jie. You probably don't have to see, but it's probably not looking good lah. So with that, I will maybe take a look at the last counter. Let me go back to Apple lah. Let me go back to Apple. Still the same. Not much movement today. It is okay. So okay, yeah, looking at Apple today, it's just fallen below the 171, but ranging, not much movement. Looking at the all the indices, DJI is down 0.16, S&P is down, no, sorry, S&P 500 is at about 0.1%, NASDAQ is at about 0.1%. So you don't really see a very strong market as of today. But it's quite surprised, after yesterday downward trend, I was expecting at least a slight up, but today is near to flat. So we are expecting a lower trend, downtrend movement for the next few days, unless there is actually a big news and which will make the volume increase the volume such that there will be a big movement up. It's not looking downwards. Looking forward is a downtrend. You see Apple down, 0.7 is at 170. So like I said before, the level 170, once it's going down, the next level will be about 165. So okay, yeah, I think Ying Jie requested some time for him. I'll give my time over to Ying Jie for now. So yeah, Ying Jie.
Okay, because I saw one very interesting question from Ivan. It is said that most of US trades are algo driven. How do we retailers try to beat these big boys? Okay, with our price action trades. Okay, if you wait this webinar recorded. Okay, this webinar is recorded. So if you listen, okay, we'll post it on I think YouTube. Okay, so you can go and listen again. But as I explained earlier, right? How do we retailers try to beat these big boys? Okay, we don't try to beat them. Don't beat them. We cannot beat them on. We just ride on them. That's why I tell you, sideways, we try our best not to do anything. We catch the rally or drop. Okay, we ride. You don't go and beat. Cannot, okay. I mean, I don't know how much funds you really need to beat all the big boys, okay, because it's not one big boy only. There's so many big boys, many boys. Okay, we just ride. Okay, so in order to ride, what you need to understand is sideways. Okay, all these also come in the educational. Okay, I will just share because you have, I mean, the mindset for intraday trading, for swing trading, for investing is all very different. Okay, but in terms of price action, where you going to catch your trade, is almost the same. I wouldn't say it's totally the same. Okay, because for example, you're going to hold a position for a very, very long time. You know the company's book very strong. You're just going to buy and hold. Then say real you don't really need to care about that 10 or maybe $5 or maybe I don't know $20 difference in the current price action. Okay, as long as you know that eventually it will move higher because of certain fundamentals that you are looking at. Okay, so in terms of holding long term, you might have that kind of mindset. But for swing, maybe you need a bit more precision. Okay, you need to look for a better trigger. Why? Because you're probably holding what, 1 month, 3 months, maybe even 6 months. Okay, you want to try to get the most efficient. I mean, okay, it's also opportunity cost. You go in a trade in a swing, right? You don't want the price to get stuck in a range. Okay, why? You put the money in, lock down. Okay, in a trade, stuck there, price sideways. Okay, of course, if you buy low, you might have the potential profits. Okay, for example, I just go back since we are on Tesla. Okay, I just look on Tesla daily. For example, you buy low, want to continue to hold. Okay, maybe this range is not long enough. Okay, this one. Okay, for example, you went in during the 2021 burst. Okay, very fast, Okay, then if you got out right, then wow, This is a very frustrating. You might be thinking of swinging, but because of the the ROI that they give you in such a short time frame, right? You probably might get out. Okay, but if you were to trigger, you see this area here, I'm just talking about this burst, okay, $120. Okay, but if I just shift this box over here, okay, this is $120, okay, but it took almost 2 months. This is probably what, 2 weeks? This is 2 months, okay, from here December and November to February, right? So it's very different. The range can be the same. The time frame that you are in the trade might be very different. Okay, so with a bit of TA, okay, maybe swing still a lot more of TA. With TA and looking at price action, right, you can get more confirmation on whether the price might start to run. Of course, you won't, okay, you might not get the best price unless you want to just sniper off lah. Okay, I tell you, oh, this level here is a demand level. Then you just straight up want to set a limit and let it snipe. Okay. Also, I need to disclaimer first. Night, maybe 10 trade you hit maybe a few lah. Okay, I don't want to say all. It confirm will rebound, but the thing is, how far is your expectation? Okay, that's one thing also. So with that educational side, I will share with you. Okay, then I back to the question. I just link all this back. We don't beat the big boys. Okay, we ride on them. So with TA, we are just basically just looking at what price is doing. Okay, basically the movement itself is, like I say, you see, there's a lot of big boys. Okay, some buy, some sell, some buy, some sell. I don't know who buy, don't know who sell. Okay, but I just need to know for a fact if they cannot go up, right, means they want to go down. Okay, then for a sideways movement to break down, you need volume to come in. Okay, so I just write on them. So this is a simple way to tell you lah. Okay, but of course, there's a lot more things to look into it in terms of price action and also the structure itself. Yeah, that one November we will talk about it. But of course, we will still have our webinar for the next 2 weeks. Okay, which is the first week of October, second week of October. Okay, so yeah, I will pass it to Xiong for the closing. Okay, if you don't have any other Q&A, okay, wait, I just want to see. I understand the big funds are playing against retailers, often causing fake outs. Okay, to be very honest, right, fake outs are not. I don't think they cause the fake out purposely. I know there's a lot of myth, and people just say, wow, the big boys hunt my stop loss. Why? Because they want to get me out of position. Okay, but firstly, right, your stop loss is at a place where it's so obvious for everyone to stop you out. I mean, in general, okay, I'm not saying who, okay, but in general, retailers, right, they like to do this kind of thing, they put a range. Let's say, for example, I just going to, okay, initial range was like that, okay, I don't even want to draw so far, we're just talking about this area. Let's say you go and long here, okay, nice long, right? Price start to break higher, maybe you long here, okay, nice. But your SL, you confirm put here or here, it's quite obvious where people put SL. Because cannot be you put all the way here, I mean, can, okay, maybe, okay, sorry, I don't want to say cannot, maybe can, maybe SL 50-50, right? But no, I mean, in actual fact, let's say you are playing leverage or CFD or whatever, options or whatever, right? You confirm your SL because you want to protect your side of things, okay? Trading, most of the thing, right? I mean, the most important aspect, right, is actually risk management. Okay, I can share with you how to trigger, but if you don't manage it, right, I mean, there's no point in really going to trigger anything. Okay, so in terms of like the SL, right, it's very obvious that he's here or even maybe here, which you might not get out. Okay, but it's at levels where because they need to create the liquidity to push higher. Okay, it's not because I don't want to say whether they purposely or not purposely. Okay, but in order to go even higher, because from this movement itself, they are in the range. They tap back into the same area where here was the first area that they broke back into this area. Price start to trade higher, but they came back down, right? So this was the first attempt at this level at 160. Okay, but if you realize, from this 160, the initial burst they went to 215, 216. Okay, but the subsequent time they only came to 205. It's the same idea of having a lower high in this short-term area. Okay, so now what they are looking for, whether they can create a fake out. Okay, maybe it's not a fake out, whether they can create this movement here to have more volume to push price above. Okay, so I don't want to say whether it's purposely or what, but fake outs, right, it does happen. Okay, 169, 16, correct, either this area, right? Are you talking about this area where price start to trade lower and fail to hold lower? Is it this one, right? This area here, okay? Yeah, that's why I say the fake out. I mean, you will see a lot of fake out on the chart itself. Okay, so of course it will give you direction in terms of the opposite side, because you have a fake out already. You can look for the opposite side. Okay, but if go back to your question whether like the big funds, right, the big boys, right, are causing this fake out, right, I don't think they do it on purpose or not lah. I mean, that one I cannot give you any clarity. Okay, but in terms of getting liquidity to push higher, because trading zero sum game, one buy one sell. In order to have more buy coming in, what should I do? I need people to buy with me, or I get rid of people to cover their sell, right? Basically, that's the idea only lah. That's why you have this area of fake outs, or any other, I mean, any other chart you see, right, you will always see areas like this one. It's confirm have one. Okay, so but I think in terms of TA, right, don't get too bothered by the idea that, wow, I put there, the BB always eat me up every time, want to fake me, then after the movement comes, right? So I think with a little bit more understanding of the concept, right, I think you can work around this area. Okay, not necessarily you will get fake out here, okay, or you get eaten out here. Okay, but that one I think we need a lot more time to really explain clearly lah, because now you're just okay, because now I just roughly just tell you the gist of it. Okay, but in terms of big boys, we don't beat them, we ride on them. Okay, it's like a whale lah, we are a plankton, we just stick to them. Oh. Okay, big boys in action there by computers. Yes, I mean, I don't deny that I mean, algo trading, right, you have fast liquidity, high frequency trading, boom boom boom, the order all just keep going in, right? But that doesn't eliminate how retailers can make profit for it. That one I will need to tell you very frankly. Okay, doesn't mean you have high frequency, right, you cannot ride on them. Okay, exactly because of high frequency, right, you ride on them, you will have more volatility to push price. Okay, I'm just speaking in terms of FX and also on gold. Okay, wash and rinse. If you want to talk about wash and rinse, that one I don't know lah. That one people can wash and rinse all they want lah. Oh, I just don't get caught in the same thing as them can any. Of course, I mean, speculative, you like to wash and rinse with him, yeah, also can. But for me personally, I don't go and look at all these wash and rinse one. Okay, but I will look into who is that lah. I mean, the person now, the guru. I will just take a look at whether he got a book or what. I go and read what he say. Okay. Yeah. So I think I talked until very late already. Okay, I pass my time back to Xiong.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you, Ivan, for
problem.
the questions. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, yeah. Thanks for the wonderful insight. So if you guys are more interested, feel free. Ying will be doing the educational portion. If you guys are interested or have any questions, reach out to him or feedback to us. So he will be doing this. He'll be doing So we will have this weekly session for the whole month of November. So we specially push this out for you guys. For all the support you guys have given us. So we have catered it to be weekly, so that at least we can follow up on certain questions you guys have, or certain questions, and show you guys how certain educational part works in real life trading. So I just want to share with you guys some of our new features. Poem Stream, we now have the community page. Join us in our P3 page, and then we have different community groups right here. We have Singapore Investing, we got all about ETF, technical analysis. So you guys got any question, post it inside and we will answer you. Okay, we will be active in this group. All these are all available on P3 app. So feel free to post your questions, you found news, you share them. So you can also join us on our Telegram group. So this Telegram group is managed by our global markets. There's always news constantly update. So scan this QR. I'll leave it here for maybe 1 minute while I share with you guys how our trades. So this is our global markets Telegram. Yeah. So if you guys want to join, feel free. It's a free of. So Poems itself, we got a lot of free content. So that's what makes us very special. If you visit our Poems web, we got so much free content. We got webinars, we got market journals, you can go and read up, and all these are very useful contents that all of us put our time out to provide you guys. Then if you do not have an account with us, okay, so I'll talk about technical analysis Telegram group. So this is specially managed by our research team, so feel free to scan it. They basically there'll be technical analysis chart to provide out on daily basis, I believe. It will benefit you guys if you guys don't have any ideas. Wow, market so great, what do I do? and you know, maybe you can get some certain ideas from this Telegram group. So as mentioned from just now, you know, someone was trading CETX. So it's a $5 shares, but you know, fundamentally it might be not very good. But you know, you want that difference, you want that jump in price, you want that leverage certain times because the stock is so cheap and you can buy a lot of them. One thing, you know, rather than doing that, you can look into option. It will leverage. You can do options on Tesla, Apple, Adobe, Netflix, all these big counters that you know the fundamentals are already very good. And they don't require a lot of money. They just require us, you know, lesser than if you buy outright 100 shares, you know, it's way lesser than that, depending on the expiry as well. So option contract provide you leverage. So if you want, go and take a look. If you do not know what about options, visit our market journal. We have a lot of market journal out for you guys. So okay, so so yeah, the Q&A we have already answered. For you guys, all the questions, feel free to, you know, put inside the feedback. We will see how we can improve this webinar for you guys. And then lastly, open an account with us. For those who have not opened an account, please scan this QR. You can open an account with us. It's free of charge once again. And we have many different products out for you guys. So if you want to trade stocks, you want to trade options, you want to do insurance, and we also have calls for you guys. You guys got any questions, call us straight. Yeah, then one good thing about us is we are all the way here from 9 to 4 a.m. So you know, until US market close, you know, there's someone out for you guys. So feel free to call us. We are, you know, we have a team of group working at night desk, all ready to answer your inquiries. You got option problems, you got stock problem, you want some ideas, you want to know how the market is moving, just feel free to call us and we will be there for you. That's one thing, Phillip, we can reassure you that that's our service that we provide very well. So lastly, contact us. This is our global markets team. They are here to do any, if you guys are transferring your stuff, you know, one of the big brokers are going out of Singapore by December, transfer your stocks, contact, the phone number is right here. Then also help us along with this feedback. If you guys have not done your feedback, please provide us with ideas that you want to hear and that will attract you to, you know, come and support us. With that, if you require any more information, you can email us once again or visit our website. If not, anything from Ying? Okay, if not, that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining, and I hope you guys have a great night and happy trading, guys.
Stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe.
Thank you.